Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
Hello and welcome to my XCOM playthrough. I'm SpartanMark029 and this is XCOM Enemy Within. In Extraction Pack 2, XCOM Enemy Unknown by Firaxis. So over here we have a new mechanic that was added in this DLC. It's called Meld. What you can do with it is you can make genetically engineered soldiers, you can turn your soldiers into cyborgs, and that's about as far as that goes. They added it to encourage different playstyles, since the old style was move forward a little bit, have all your soldiers in Overwatch, rinse repeat until you win. Which was very safe, and you'd have like no casualties if you did it that way. It was just slow to play. The mode has a timer for how many turns you have left to go get to it before go and claim it before it explodes. So that one over there has 5 turns. You only got 4. If you dash your soldier up to it and it's got 1 turn left over, and then you tick over to the next turn, it will blow up in your face for about 5 or 6 damage. It's a lot of damage. Probably kill a rookie instantaneously. So you really want to get to it on a blue move so you can capture it. So the way moving works in this game was, it was simplified from the original, is that you get 2 moves, or 1 shot, or a move and then 1 shot. I don't understand why you can't take 2 shots, but there are character perks that will let you take 2 shots in 1 turn for certain classes.
I'm on it, Commander.
So you see me blue moving places, so I have a shot left over if I see an alien. The way aliens spawn in this game is, they will be spawned somewhere on the map, and they will not move or do anything until you trigger them.
Got it.
And you trigger them by walking into their line of sight. They also get a free move on top of you discovering them, so I don't think that's particularly fair. We'll see a bit more of that later on.
On my way. Alien life on Earth.
So here we have our first alien. I don't know how she sees it from there, but
Excellent work, Commander.
she pulls out a shot.
Us with an ample supply of the substance for analysis.
So he was flanked because his cover was facing the opposite direction that we were firing from. That's generally how flanking works in this game.
For our own development programs.
So I'll explain how cover works. I like to stick to full body cover, which is a full shield, and it has a like 20 mitigation to the aliens aim towards you. So say your alien had a max like 65 aim, it would go down to 45 if you try to shoot you while you're in full cover. And half cover, I think, only gives -10 to their aim. I'll probably add an annotation later on if I look up the exact values, but I think that's how it goes. So here I'm just moving my soldiers carefully. I always make sure that one of them has a shot if we trigger an alien. It's pretty good practice. you'll probably not lose a soldier if you do it this way. Like my first playthrough, I didn't have anyone die because I played that way throughout the entire game. So what I'm having my soldiers do now, and I've seen it a couple times now, is go into Overwatch. Overwatch is reaction fire in this game. When your soldiers in Overwatch, they get a free shot on something that moves. Now something fires at them if something moves, and then you can see it. Later on, you can get some character perks, or I should call them class perks, where your soldier is able to shoot at an enemy for shooting at you, which is called covering fire, which I think is exclusive to the medic class. They're not called medics in this game, they're called supports though. The only how I'm triggering Overwatch so quickly is this macro to the Y button, so I'm just mashing Y while tabbing over. So what I want to accomplish in this series is be entertaining while being informative on the game if you're having troubles and if you might find the videos, which I doubt anyone will since I'm not very popular on YouTube. So we're here. I'm trying to figure out what the next alien trigger will be. Now I thought, what if I take two soldiers and have them go through the ice cream parlor, and then have the other two wrap around the side as sort of a pincer attack. And my plan went pretty well since I figured he would be around there. And here's another example of them getting a free move while you trigger them. So I move her into cover. Move him up to this car. Instinct note. SUVs and trucks are almost always full body cover, while sedans like this one are always like half cover. Yeah, that cow over there is full body cover for some reason. You know, cardboard cow with plasma weapons. I also love Vandal XCOM. I like to imagine they're shouting, XCOM, get down! Every time they do it. I got that joke from Yeti. I'll link it in the description. So that's called the action cam. I might add some pictures of it glitching out horribly. Or it might glitch out horribly while I'm recording. I've seen some great things. So, since he's in half cover, I think this rookie's max aim is like 65-ish. So you saw it took a flat value of like 20 off. And we got the flanking shot there, so that's nice. Flanking shots do not give you a better chance to hit, they give you a better chance to crit. Crits will roll a number slightly higher than your weapons, like normal damage rolls. You don't get a guaranteed 4 damage every time with your assault rifle. Sometimes you'll roll between 2 to 3. 4 is the max you can possibly get. I think there's a hidden armor value for aliens. So instead of kicking down doors, you can also walk next to them and click on them without kicking them down, and makes less noise, which will like lure aliens to your position if they move at all. They normally don't. You can also see the XCOM soldiers are indeed terrible shots.
Negative damage.
So in this game, they have this thing where if you kill an alien, his weapon explodes and you get to keep his corpse and his weapon fragments. Unlike the original where if you kill the alien, you got his corpse unless you blow it up and his weapon. So in this game you have to make the choice of, if you kill an alien with explosives, it will destroy his corpse and his weapon. Like more so than usual, you'll get anything from him. So you have to decide, do you want to risk a shot and perhaps get a kill, or toss a grenade and get a kill that way. Grenades do suffer from like damage rolls, Normally small enemies like that will always take the full 3 damage, but larger enemies might take less.
Something to consider.
That might be a mod thing though, because I watch a lot of modded playthroughs. They might always do 3.
Whatever it is the aliens are developing, I'm sure the doctors will be eager to get started.
So the first mission is always pretty easy. I also chose not to show the tutorial. I also forgot to mention that when I was recording this, it failed to capture the new enemy within intro cutscene. It's slightly different, it's like more orange. And where my base location is in Europe.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander.
So over here we
I'm
have
Central Officer
Bradford.
Bradford. My role in this project is twofold.
Yeah, I guess he runs
Providing
XCOM while you're
technical support
busy
for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current
just
situation.
kinda
My efforts
sitting
should allow
waiting
you
for
to
things to
focus on
happen.
the bigger issues at hand.
I guess that's a small. He
We have a
kinda thinks he's
soldier
the
waiting for
commander though.
promotion in the
He always likes
barracks.
to second guess your decisions. He always has these really dumb plans. You will see more of that in a very later episode.
Impressive work, Commander. Our
So
soldiers
here
have
there
to
are
be
4
feeling
classes
good
that your
after a
soldiers
mission
need to turn
like that.
into.
The assault class
There
serves as
is
our
your
front line. They're the
assault,
first
who
ones into
likes
a
to get
fight,
up close.
and the last ones out.
It's like kind of your spearhead soldier.
Our
They
snipers
are trained with
specialize in killing
shotguns.
massive amounts of damage from afar.
You have your
But without
sniper
sufficient
who
training,
hangs on the
they're
back
vulnerable
lines
in close
and
combat situations.
picks on high value targets and has a
Just like
higher
it sounds,
chance
the
to hit.
support class provides that
They're also
intangible
worthless
edge
when they
our
start out
squads
because
need,
they cannot
making
shoot
everyone
well
around them better.
on the same turn that they move, as a restriction to, that
The heavy
snipers have.
weapons specialist provides a
That was a
crucial service
support.
to the squad.
It's like what it
With
says
the
on the
rocket
tin.
launcher in tow,
They support your
there are
soldiers
demolitions
by
experts.
giving healing. They can turn them into medic, or you can turn them into like covering fire soldier. And the last one in the base game is a rocketeer or heavy weapons. They get LMGs. Their aim growth is normally the worst, and they get a rocket launcher. You can train them to be grenadiers
I oversee the research
or
labs.
rocketeers.
This is where all of XCOM's
They can also
research
suppress
and
enemy targets,
development
which gives
takes
a
place.
flat
We have
minus
already
30 to their
begun
aim,
analyzing the
and a free
artifacts recovered
Overwatch
from
shot
our
if they
first
move.
encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings,
And here's Dr.
we
Vaughn. I'm
believe
pretty
we
sure
can
every
use them
XCOM
to
player
develop
hates her,
some new equipment for our soldiers.
since what she does is point at you
With
for
your
blowing up the
approval,
aliens.
We will begin research immediately.
And soon we'll be meeting Dr. Shen. What the difference in this game is, you'll see that there are like numbers, like
Commander,
hard amounts of something that you
realize
need
I
to
took
research
that.
something. In original XCOM, if you had the thing, you could research
I
it.
was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to
And
engineering.
here we have Dr. Shen.
Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we
He's
can
in charge of
build
the
it here.
workshop, and the workshop is different in this game
Speaking
too.
of which,
In the
Dr.
original, it
Vaughn
would
has
take
just
time
sent us
to
some new schematics.
build whatever you
With
wanted.
your approval,
In this game,
we
it only
will
takes time to
begin
build some
fabrication.
things. As you'll see here, I put in an order for 3 medkits, and they get built instantaneously.
Commander,
While building the
our
satellite
current
here
satellite uplink facilities
will take
are
20
at full
days.
capacity. We should build
Also,
additional uplinks
very
as soon as
important thing to know
possible
here
to
is
allow for new
satellites can
satellite
be built
deployments.
even if you're at like max capacity for satellites. The game does not let you know this. So in fact it shows you in red text, making you think that you cannot build them. But you can. You should always build at least one satellite straight off the bat like I did. And over here we have our hangar with our 2 lovely ravens. They are equipped with avalanche missiles, which are a reference to the original XCOM.
Commander to mission control.
We won't be seeing too much of them. Anyway, I will catch you guys in part 2 while I have some guest commentators.